Go live.
I thought we were.
We are live. Hey
I
everybody.
thought that we were doing this later.
It's this time that we always start.
11:05.
In fact, I told you we're probably going to end early tonight. So, hey everybody. It's Soups.
Listen,
And
I made a calculated decision. It didn't pan out. What do you want from me?
Garbage calculated decision.
Listen, all you can do is do better next time. Hey everybody.
All I can do, the least I can do, is nothing. Frankly.
Fair enough. It's Maplebrook time. I'm here. I'm Soups. I'm the keeper is what it's called in this one. I play all of the characters except for the ones played by my friends.
Like Connor Caldwin von Helsing, who is a vampire guy that I play, that currently has a mustache drawn in his face. I think he still has that.
Did he not clean it
up?
up? No.
Was there a time skip? Did we sleep at all?
No, we haven't had a chance.
I thought to the house and
I thought you cleaned it off in the car on the way there because
someone
finally
mentioned
noticed.
Yes. Well then, erase that. Twissy.
Hang on.
That's making it worse.
It sure is.
Just cut down the middle so he has the money.
Got it.
Excellent. But yeah, that's my character intro. My guy is brash, and he's got a lot of cash, and
He's got
his favorite potato is mash.
And he's gonna eat some ass.
Probably not.
No, I wasn't gonna say that one. There's fucking a noodle stuck to my microphone
Oh.
Terrible.
from when I was eating. One would assume.
I'm Swissy, and I play West. He's the one on the right there with the
And
flashlight and the glasses and the hair.
I fixed it.
And the yeah, that's him.
Well, they all have hair.
Yeah.
Or is Connor
Yeah.
wearing a wig?
This whole time.
It's the same image, but he's just bald.
I'll send Connor to the Making Your Fave bald account.
No, thank you.
Okay, then I won't. I'm Poco, and I'm playing the one in the middle, Adva Lusitania. She's the cool one.
Maplebrooke. Same old guy.
Just because you say it every week doesn't make it true.
It is, though.
Anyway,
I don't
yeah.
know about
So last week, they fought they were recovering from their fight with a werewolf vampire. In the bar, they talked to some people. Josh's cousin got extremely drunk, and they investigated, finding out that she had been grabbed upon the arm, and that was probably the inciting incident for losing her vampire powers. The handprint was I believe larger than West's, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Should be.
I think you said it was.
Canonically.
Yeah, it was larger than West's hand. So they took that information, went to go follow up on. West got a phone call from the investigative journalist for the MU Times about an interview, which he initially didn't want to do, but Connor convinced him to do. And after that, they called up Dracula to find out what was going on. Found out that there was some trouble out there at the manor. Connor begrudgingly took everybody to the manor where they were let inside and went into Dracula's basement to discover that West's vision had been true, and Dracula was indeed keeping werepire Jeffeny in the basement. And right as we ended last session, she had broken her chains. So that's where we are.
Oh, no.
All right, now. So to kind of
breaker of chains.
And I believe Connor had summoned a gun. So
summoned a gun.
I kind of I'll give you kind of a rundown of what the room looks like. So you're basically in a
room.
kind of like sort of brick basement sort of deal. There are several cells.
Yeah.
You're in like the far right one, I believe, and the walls are brick. There's a chain or a metal like grate in front of you, like for the door. And Dracula is standing behind you. I believe West had just arrived. There are 3 human maids and butlers around. One of the maids and one of the butlers had gotten knocked backwards against the brick wall when Jeffeny broke out of the chains, and they are seemingly unconscious. There's still one human butler conscious and nearby you going like, oh shit. Jeffeny has the shackles are still on her wrists, but the chains are busted, and she is free. And before any of you could do anything, Dracula reacts quite quickly and backs down the hallway like, "Take care of this. I cannot." And
I cannot right now.
no, he literally can't. You know this. And you see him back down the hallway a little bit and turn a candelabra on the wall, and a thick steel shutter falls down the midst of this hallway, cutting you all off from the rest of the manor. And you hear through a loudspeaker, "Good luck."
Thanks, Uncle Dracula.
Couldn't he have just let us out before he shut that?
No, we gotta take care of this. I shoot Jeffeny.
Jeffeny howls and starts charging at you, and then you fucking blast her. So you are in close quarters here. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have you roll to kick some ass.
I can do that.
Do it.
It's tough. It might be weird for you. I don't remember.
It's weird for me.
12. That'll do it. So on a 10 plus.
Also, I still didn't level up. We're gonna do that later. We'll save that.
Okay. So on the 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
I suffer less harm, -1 harm.
Excellent. So as you blast her in the shoulder, which does not seem to slow her down very much, although she definitely does take that damage. For how much does your gun do? 3, right?
My gun does, in fact, do 2.
2 harm. Okay. I'm just keeping track. She charges you and clamps onto your shoulder with her jaw, which hurts quite a bit. And you suffer 3 harm, although I believe you only suffer 2 because of your natural armor, yes?
What about the 1 less harm that I took from the good attack?
So you take 1 harm total.
Oh.
Ho ho.
Ho.
Jeffeny's got Connor in her gob, and she's kind of dragging him along as she goes towards the shutter.
This is exactly where I want to be. Don't worry, friends. I yell, being scraped along the floor.
Adva and West, would you like to do something about it?
Is she walking away from us? Is she walking away from us?
She did turn your back to you, yes. And I should mention the other human butler is kind of just like trying to stay out of it, like backing away into the opposite corner.
What are you doing here?
Inching towards the 2 unconscious ones to check if they're okay.
Cool. I'm a just stab her from behind with my silver sword.
All right.
Which +2 harm if I hit it. So.
Yeah, that'd be a what?
Because of sneaky.
You have a thing.
Trait.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Kick some ass, unless you are doing a different thing.
Nah, I mean I'm stabbing, so we'll see how that goes. Hey.
10. So yeah, on a 10 plus, you choose 1 extra effect, gain advantage, inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Inflict terrible harm.
All right, so that'd be how much?
The silver sword's 2, and then I get +2 for attacking from behind.
All right, and then +1, so that's fucking 5. All right.
Yeah. Attacking from behind is a very good thing for me.
All right, so as Jeffeny is running past you, you quickly like roll to the side, summon your silver sword, and take a real good slice across the back. This one cuts pretty deep, and the blood is pooling. And as you do that, Jeffeny howls.
Sorry, Jeffeny.
Jeffeny howls intimidatingly at you and swipes backwards with a claw, catching you in the chest for 2 harm. Adva, if you'd like to do anything. And I will remind you, if you don't want to kill Jeffeny, you can say that.
Okay. That's one thing I was worrying about.
Yeah, I didn't expect to do 5 harm until I thought about it after I rolled, and I was like, oh, that's gonna do a lot. But
Okay, so I know it's got Connor in the mouth. What's going on with West? That's all I
West
know.
got sliced. That's
West
about
got
it.
sliced real bad and knocked backwards a little bit against the wall.
Okay. So, is it facing me right now, or is it
It is.
facing the?
It is turned backwards since like it was running past the three of you to get to the shutter, like it was trying to get out. But West stabbed it and therefore shifted its attention. So it's still having a nice Connor snack, but it is turned backwards towards the two of you.
Okay, if it's backwards towards me, I'm going to jump. Says spin. As I go through, I'm going to turn on my shield
Yep.
so I don't forget.
Yep.
I want to jump, spin my trident, and try to stab her in the back, but not kill her.
Okay. You want to do one of those non-lethal stabbings. All right, so go ahead.
I mean, missed vitals wherever they may be on a werewolf.
You missed all the vital organs.
We read about werewolves.
All of them.
Yeah, kick
Come
some
on,
ass.
That's not good. That's at least one.
That's a 4.
That's 2 1s.
Oof. Yeah, so something bad happens. As you take this jump and mid-air, Jeffeny catches your eye, and that feeling that you got when you saw what you assume now to be Jeffeny in the road that one night, that just like struck terror into you. That happens, and you sort of fumble in the air before you can get purchase, and you just sort of fall and back away, and you're going to take -1 forward. As you for probably the rest of this fight, yes. Although it may not last very long, depending on how you all roll. And
well, that is an experience for me, though.
Yeah, so you drop your spear also as you panic and scoot backwards. So Connor,
I've got her right where I want
you are
her.
being feasted upon.
I feast back.
Excellent.
I bite her.
Excellent. Yeah, do it.
Solid.
Are you doing this in a non-lethal manner?
I'm trying to decide if Connor would have the wherewithal to bite non-lethally. He's kind of a dumbass.
Well, Josh, do you want Connor to murder Jeffeny? Because you're probably going to do enough harm to do it if you hit.
I mean, I don't. But Connor's a dumbass. Alright, hang on.
Is there a way one of us can help him not to make it lethal? Like, whoa, watch it, bud.
Whoa there, sport.
Just yell careful real quick, yeah.
Careful.
Please,
Sure.
Dracula's like, please don't kill her.
There we go.
From the other
That makes
room.
more sense than Wes saying it.
He
That's
comes
the
on
metal.
over the internet.
Connor considers this and then bites in a way that misses all her vital organs.
Right. Just getting a meat chunk instead of a fucking carotid artery chunk. Yeah, I believe that'll do it. And you can also choose an extra effect. You know them, I've said them.
I want to take one less harm again.
Excellent. So yeah, she, as you kind of like reel around and I guess bite the side of her face based on your positioning, you rip a chunk out. How much do your teeth do? I know it's a lot.
Those ones do 4 harm.
Yeah. So as you crunch into the side of her face, she does not like that and bites back for what you end up taking as 1 harm again, because of your 1 less harm. And she, you could tell though that like as she's starting to bleed from all of these wounds, she's losing strength. She takes like 1 last step towards the door and kind of like slaps a claw against it, which this is a pretty thick metal door. You could tell as it was coming down. It dents when she hits it, but she slumps over. And
Dracula's like, shit.
He's like, eh. Yeah, she slumps to the ground and is unconscious. And as she goes unconscious, she reverts back from werewolf form into just Jeffeny form. tattered clothes and
Jeffeny
all.
form.
And Dracula's like, "Well, good luck. Good job, everyone. How are the other butlers doing? I can't really see from this angle." There's like a glass slot in the middle of the door there's like a glass slot in the middle of the door that he can see through.
I don't think she got any of them, so I think they're fine. The one from before is probably not as fine. The one I was.
I have a quick request.
Yes.
No, not in character. Sorry.
Oh.
Would you like Steven as the keeper?
Would you like to roll for your thing? Because I was going to ask you about that. This would be an opportune time.
Are there bleeding humans around?
Humans, no.
I'm bleeding.
Well, yes.
Bleeding.
Actually, yes, that's true. West is bleeding
West
from
is
the
bleeding
chest.
again, and I'm stuck in a small room. Excellent. It's time.
Don't bite me.
It's time to act under pressure.
I'll kill you.
7. I don't
That's
remember.
partial.
Let me open this and find out what happens on a 7 and 9. I think you just like take some damage, right?
I don't remember.
No, act under pressure. It's just an act under pressure. So give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Yeah, it's just an act under pressure. Also, there's a misspelling here. It says opportunity. Opportunity.
It sure
Nice.
does.
They spelled opportunity.
Opportunity. Opportunity.
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
Yeah, so I guess worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Well, you don't eat West, but
Good.
so that's a good start.
Good.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of blood pooling like on the ground underneath Jeffeny, and that looks pretty delicious. So you just kind of get down there and start. You don't feed on
Get some of that
Jeffeny.
real quick.
I think with like not failing the roll, you don't have to like, murder Jeffeny, but you are drinking up that were-vampire blood off the ground.
Describe
And your friend
taste.
and your
Cherry Coke.
no,
No.
It's more like a Coke Pepsi blend. Vampires are Pepsi and werewolves are Coke.
yeah, I imagine it's pretty weird, right? Because werewolf blood probably doesn't taste straight to you, and vampire blood is a little bit like cannibalism. So
Yeah.
Werewolf blood tastes like.
So this is like the forbidden fruit.
the taste is weird but not unpleasant. And
no.
yeah, you've just got blood
I'm
kind of
totally
all
defensive
over
to
you.
Cannibalism.
And
Yep.
Dracula's
That's what I'm
like,
doing.
well, yuck. Hold on, let me.
I know.
You see him like disappear from the window for a second, and you hear a ka-chunk, and the door starts lifting, and then as it starts going upwards, it starts making an extremely loud grinding noise. It's like, oh shit, it's dented. Well, that's going to have to be good enough. He kind of like,
I mean,
it's at about hip
yeah.
height, so you have to like, you have to like limbo the door a little bit if you wanted to get out.
I imagine Adva's just gonna teleport out.
Teleport 3 feet away.
No.
The butler
Yeah.
has roused the other two, the maid and the other butler, and they're kind of like supporting each other to like crawl out of this space. Dracula kind of ducks back in with the three of you and is like, "All right, we should probably bandage her up slightly. Hey, you,
Yeah.
uninjured butler, you may you come back here, please, and
What's his name?
tend to your boss. His name is Dave. Dave,
Dave the butler.
Dave, get on back here and bandage up Jeffeny. We will keep her subdued for now. Okay, so yes, a lot happened. All right, so I'll let you. I don't think I can hide this anymore from you. So what happened was, the night that Jeffeny and Charlie went missing, we chased after them and we found them in the woods. We found her in the woods just past the power station along that one highway. But the vampires that we had with us were unable to attack or subdue her or anything, as we had found. So we had to get some of the human butlers involved. And one of them got hurt, so I had to turn him to save his life. And Connor, you intuit that once you get down from your blood snack, you sort of intuit that is probably the one you saw out front that was definitely human the last time you saw them.
Yeah.
Is
That-
Oh yeah.
And the rest of you intuit that this is probably like nearby where your car crash was, where they found Jeffeny. So you're able to pick up on that was probably Jeffeny that you had seen at the time.
What do I need to roll to see if I have wet wipes on me?
West
difficult.
West may potentially have wet wipes on him. Would you like to roll
Hands are
about it,
sticky.
West?
Yeah, I got you. Hang on. Yeah, I have wet wipes. Well,
you just pull wet wipes.
yeah,
out
I
of
have
your
them right here and now. God damn it.
He pulls them out of his backpack. Here you go.
All right, great. The Connor just says that as he's like got like sticky hands. Ah, excellent.
Guess
Mhm.
I have wet wipes on me. So do I just have those going forward? I guess
That's good.
They're
Have
just
wet
in your
wipes with me.
They're in your pack, I guess. Unless you'd hand the whole thing to
Alright.
Connor, but
Right.
we're still
don't.
looking for Charlie, but we've seen no sign. What have you guys found out? Because it seems like there's something going on that you might know more about than me.
So, what we know is that we found I forgot her name. What is it again? It's like
What-
Marlene or something.
I don't fucking remember. I made it up on the spot.
Okay, yeah.
Hold up.
We
Maurice.
found insert cousin's name.
Maurice.
I'm scrolling.
Oh.
Maureen.
Maureen, that's it.
Yeah, it's Maureen.
Maureen, over by the insert name of the lodge again. The trails, the
Moonlight
Hunter's
Run.
Trail, or
Moonlight Run.
Moonlight Run. That's it. So we found her over there, stripped of her vampire powers, and then we fought a werewolf that was now also a vampire. And the same thing happened with you, where Rena couldn't get close to it, or none of the werewolves could because of the pact. And also West here, I clap West on the shoulder, heftily.
Mhm.
Saw some sort of weird science man.
Yeah, like gas mask, lab coat, that kind of thing.
Hmm. I see. Well,
Very concerning.
I guess based on that, we can sort of intuit that although we've seen no new sign of Charlie, he is likely human by now, and his werewolf powers were given to Jeffeny, I assume, if both of them were taken at once. That makes sense to me, anyway. You said a similar attack happened to the Lupons, and that they weren't able to act either. So, Dracula starts to think. He starts stroking his goatee. I don't remember. Does he have a goatee? I don't remember.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
He got a
He-
mustache.
Yeah, he's got a goatee. He starts stroking his goatee, and he's like, "It sounds like someone is trying to stir up trouble between the werewolves and vampires, or perhaps mess with our pact."
Well, they're not being too inconspicuous about it.
No, they are not.
Yeah, they're being real conspicuous.
See, the problem is that even though I am the head of my family and Rena's the head of hers, there are always going to be dissenters, and this is sure to stir them up. I will talk with her and see what we can do to look out for each other and our kind as best as we can. You said that the Lupons have been attacked, as have we. Have either of you checked on the Gabriels yet?
No.
That's on the agenda.
No, I kind
So
of
far,
forget
they've
about
been
them.
they've been
I'll be
uninvolved,
honest.
So
Pretty sure I brought it up, but
Well, you
Yeah.
always talk so quiet.
I mean, it haven't been an issue yet, but we should probably check on them now that it's happened twice.
I will mention something to them, and I will get back to you, Connor. We'll see what we can do to keep this under control for now. Although I'm going to be honest with you, if this keeps happening, it's going to cause big problems. So whatever you can do to take care of this monster hunt as soon as possible, catch this weird scientist, probably going to be good to do. Secondary point. Can you think of anything that we can do to keep Jeffeny restrained in a sort of more permanent fashion? Because there's not much I could do, and clearly chains didn't work. What was that?
Were they made of silver?
No, I can't touch silver.
Oh. Wait, is silver a vampire thing? Hang on.
Yes.
I might be getting things mixed up. With the werewolf as well?
It's a werewolf and a vampire. It sort of just makes it sort of like depowers both. It weakens them.
Yeah.
It doesn't
What I wrote
hurt
down
them.
was it can be used to immobilize them. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them, but it does like
Okay.
weaken them in their presence. So like, no, of course I don't just have silver chains sitting around. Although
That's fair.
that would work and probably doubly effectively. So
If there's any other way,
She's times 4 weak to silver.
Oh my god.
We could just have Adva hold her for like 2 days.
I'm not staying down here with my fist on her head for 2 days.
We could just
I-
like rest my
Are you
sword
sure?
on her chest. See how that
Absolutely.
works.
just duck. Are you suggesting we duct tape a magic sword to my maid?
Yes.
Well, wait. Is that gonna work if you leave?
I mean,
Because
wouldn't
like we got like the Green Lantern rings.
Oh.
I don't know what the range is on these bad boys. I've only
Yeah.
ever had gun in my hand.
Anybody wearing anything made of silver?
No, all my
All right.
bling's digital.
Solid. All right. I mean, how long do you think
I think
she'll
so-
be out for?
I think silver
We can
will
go
work.
get something.
He turns to one of the butlers. He turns to a butler that's come down and is like, "Go get some silver. We're going to put how about like just go to a jewelry store and buy like a silver necklace or something. I don't know." And
Make sure it's beautiful. Okay.
Make sure it's real.
and to make sure it's
It would be a pretty shit jewelry store if it
But-
was fake.
buy the most expensive thing in there. It will be real silver. And he's like, "Okay," and he leaves. He's like, "Okay, so that's taken care of that for now. I guess if you want to hang out for a minute, well, that's taken care of. Just in case. But I will start working on a plan with the Lupons, and I will get in contact with the Gabriels as well.
Yeah, I'll hang out. You got still got that in reserve.
He leans in.
You know.
Yes, but you can't tell anyone.
Fine.
I'm not supposed to be in it anymore. But
That means we'll never know about it because Connor never fucking betrays his word. Period.
I also don't know what he's talking
have
about,
learned
so I'm
this
just not.
I have
It's a
no
secret
idea.
from the DM too, because I just sort of responded without actually knowing what's happening. Dracula winks and leaves to go take care of business. And
I assume he's talking like some really old aged blood, aged in a barrel.
Yeah, that was sort of the idea. Was
that's,
like I'm sure
that's what I
Drac is some,
assumed, but like I just
crazy
sort of answered.
premium blood somewhere. So that's about the interaction I was expecting. So it was perfect.
Yeah, they have.
But Connor will never admit it. Like ever, unless he's pressed even a little bit. See, that's the other secret,
That's not
right?
true.
Well, no, it's because you never actually like try. You just say like, "Well, you're not gonna tell us." He says,
Bruh,
"Nope."
super tried on some of the things.
Eh.
You just have to ask him leading questions. He's very bad at making shit up on the spot.
So yeah, there's a. So you guys wait around until the butler comes back with silver necklace. The other butler that was attending to Jeffeny, like has bound her wounds so she's not dying.
Yay.
They the manacles are now like comically too large, so they go ahead and get some new ones for Jeffeny size Jeffeny. They put the silver necklace on and they're like, well, hope this works. It should, because the DM said so. And yeah, so she's restrained and you guys are free to go about your business unless you want to talk about anything else.
So, this is all whack, huh?
That's pretty whack. Pretty whack.
West is still
Very,
bleeding
very
from a
wacky.
chest wound, by the way, and the butler's like, "Do you need help with that?"
Oh yeah, I bud,
I'm
Not to
making
get meta
direct
here,
eye
but
contact with West's chest wound.
buddy, I let me tell you, if I had to put a number to it, I would say I am harmed 3, and I could really use some help. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Technically, I've taken like 2 harm, right?
Yes.
Unquenchable vitality.
Yeah,
To attempt to heal.
I thought so.
So
Go
I
ahead.
roll plus cool.
Isn't cool your worst stat? Oh no.
It's my second best.
Well,
Uh,
you failed. So on
I
a miss, your
failed.
injuries
so my
worsen.
injuries get worse. so
Nice.
I just begin bleeding more.
Yeah,
Mark another XP.
you take an additional harm.
Oh,
As you suddenly are like, oh,
Oh boy, that hasn't happened in a while. Fuck. Ah.
all right. So the butler has you take off your shirt, which is now bloodstained anyway. So and he's like, I'll fetch
To
you
reveal a six-pack.
no. To reveal his twig body.
To reveal
Hey,
that
man.
West is fucking ripped.
Damn. I always
Nah,
knew it.
it's just not true.
They
He's a twig.
they bring you a real nice like cotton shirt to throw on for now.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Do we get it like is it like Connor's David Copperfield fluffy shirt?
No, I don't think they would have grabbed it. I think it's just like a nice cotton dress shirt.
Aw.
In whatever color you like, but probably like white.
Gray.
Gray. Sure. Yeah, it brings you a nice copper shirt, bandages up your wounds so you're not bleeding anymore, but I'm going to say you heal 1 harm. They fix up Connor, too. That shoulder wound is pretty gnarly. So, you know, they wrap it all up for you.
I almost had it.
They bring you a new
And
shirt.
then
I guess they
I
could
just
bring you the
sorta lost it.
Copperfield if you want.
yes.
They know your style.
Bring it to me.
Yep, so Connor and Wes get shirtless and get bandaged up.
Yeah.
And then get shirted, reshirted. And yeah, you guys are kind of... It's sort of late now. It's like evening. And I believe it is a Sunday night. But yeah, it's pretty late now. So if the three of you wanted to head back home, that would probably be your purview.
We probably should.
Yeah, sort of just to regroup. So yeah, Benson's still waiting out front in front of the gates if you want to take the Benson mobile back to your individual domiciles.
Like, yeah. That's a movie.
All right, so you guys are, I'm assuming, just going back to the dorms, except for Connor, who's going back home.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Don't know what
Exhausted.
West is doing.
Yeah. Go back to the dorms.
Okay. So Connor, when you get home, what are you up to? What you doing?
Well, you know, it's pretty simple. I play video games.
Excellent.
Oh, I'll tell you where I actually go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
go to the fucking...
Unless there's anyone home in the immediate area to interact with, in which case he's probably just gonna head up to his room.
I go to Connor's house. I'm lying.
Okay. Did you want to do something, West? Sorry.
Instead of the dorms, I was just changing my mind and saying I'm gonna go to the fucking hideout and kind of read up on the library a little bit, like one of the magic. Which one?
Actually read the
Mythical
magic
library.
books.
Yeah.
All right.
The good mythical magic
Yeah. So
library.
you put in your study points and gain some stats in magical lore. That's not a stat in this game, but you know, may be helpful later. Yeah. Connor goes home. Are you playing your MMO or are you intentionally avoiding it?
No, I'm playing the MMO. Connor thinks that he can smooth this over.
All right.
Also,
so,
he may have forgot. He may not have any other real options.
fair enough. Yeah. So you log on to whatever the fuck it's called. I don't remember. I wrote it down somewhere. I think it's something of
Right.
Kings, Realm of Kings. Maybe I don't remember. I should really
That
write
sounds
that.
cool.
I was about to
That's
say
so-
I should write these things down, but I did, and I don't remember them.
It's such a generic MMO sounding name. It's perfect.
Exactly. When
Realm
you log on, you see that Candy is actually online, and so is Yonder. And as soon as you log on, after a couple seconds, she logs off without saying anything. And Yonder
Crisis
So hard.
averted.
and Yonder sends you like a question mark in DMs.
Well, you see, coincidence.
You just get back and all right.
That's Connor's entire excuse. Whew. That was a close one.
Yeah, so you sort of awkwardly just continue playing your MMO and doing stuff in it. Adva, upon returning to your dorm, you're actually, before you open the door, you hear an alert in Treese, from Treese, who goes, "Alert! Presence detected in dormitory."
Yeah, there's lots of people in the dormitory.
Fair enough. So yeah, you open the
Treese
door.
just lets out the bruh sound effects.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I should have never let you talk to Connor.
I need to download that one.
That's not.
That's a good one to have, actually.
That's not canon. Yeah, so you open the door, and inside is a figure in a white hoodie, who you recognize. It's Sam, the guy who rescued you from being kidnapped that one time.
It's you.
And he gives you a wave, and he's like, and he points back to the door to make sure you close it.
I kick it close with like the back swish of my heel.
Okay. He's like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. So I've been sort of keeping the menagerie off your tail, and unfortunately they do know you're here now. But I've been trying to keep them distracted so that they don't come find you here. I don't think they know you go to the school, but they know you're in town.
I appreciate the effort. I haven't seen anyone yet.
Not since Stephanie, anyway. I'm Sam, by the way. I don't know if I introduced myself.
I don't remember if you did. I don't remember if he did either.
I don't think he did. I think he just sort of like tackled Stephanie and teleported away.
Yeah.
I was like, so, yeah, I just thought I'd let you know so that you can be aware of that. They might make a move soon, so yeah, I thought it fair to keep you updated on their movements to the best of my ability. I know you can fight, but no, it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yeah. Are they? Do you know if they're planning something?
Well, I know they're planning something, and I know it involves you. I didn't find out what it was before I sort of took my leave of the menagerie. But I know they need you for whatever it was, and it sounds like they need you soon-ish, so they're going to get desperate. But I'm hoping that, to the best of our ability, and maybe you can loop your friends in on this, maybe you can't, but I think we can take care of it. As long as we're careful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, just wanted to check in on you, see how you were doing. You do look a little bit. You do look a little worse for wear. What's going on?
I'm only out of one harm, actually.
Yeah, but I see you're still like bandaged up from your car crash that I don't know about. So.
That's fair.
I wouldn't know anything about that, frankly.
Are you talking about the car crash or the vamp wolf?
The what?
I said two things. You're going to have to be more specific.
Either. Are you okay?
I'm here, aren't I?
An always good answer.
I suppose that's fair.
Car hit something. I flew out the window. I'm fine.
Jesus.
There's this. No, it was
She
a werewolf.
wasn't fine.
It was a werewolf. Well, formerly a werewolf. It's like both now.
You live a weird life.
Tell me about it.
And I know we both came from a cult, but like. Alright, well, it sounds like you're keeping busy, at least. Well, I'll try to keep the menagerie from interfering. It sounds like you're doing something pretty important. But
keep your eye out for a quote. She holds up her hands and does the quote, "Spooky science man," end quote.
Okay.
That's the only description I've been given. Apparently he has a gas mask, and that's it. I didn't see him, someone else did.
Okay, I guess I'll see if I can keep an eye out for that. All right. I think that's just
Also formerly vampire human child.
so just a human child. Then just look out for any children.
Yeah, I don't know what he looks like either.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll do my best on that one, and I'll.
Tell me about any children you see.
Any children claiming to be vampires formerly.
Well, he was a werewolf formerly. That was me.
Well,
that was me.
that
That wasn't
too.
Sam.
I know. That too.
I just saw him. As it
Sorry,
turns
I had to
out.
update the Maplebrook wiki page.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. Anything else you really need from me? Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of.
Just keep me updated.
Okay. I'm glad you're safe, ish. Right as he's like hopping up from sitting on, I guess, your bed, because I think there's only the one bed in this room because you don't have a roommate.
Not anymore.
He hops up, and right as he does, you hear a knocking on your door, and he's like, "Well, gotta go." And you see the triangle form on the ground, and he teleports away.
I was going to ask how he snuck in here, but that's a fair point. I'm not the only one who can know that. I forget. Does my door have a peephole on it? I think it does.
I think so.
I look through the peephole.
You don't see anyone.
Spooky.
But who was knocking on heaven's door?
I will wait to see if they knock again.
You do not hear another knock, although you look down at the.
For reals?
Oh, Fampy donated $20. Thank you, Fampy.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
That's very generous.
Dang.
of you,
Oh,
Fanny.
dang. I appreciate that. Yeah, you look downwards and you see the. You see a letter.
Well,
Or well,
I
you don't
open-
you don't see a letter. You see an envelope.
Okay.
You see the
I
letter.
guess I open the door and take the envelope and close the door immediately.
Okay. You see your name is written on the front of it.
If
Sure
there's one
is.
thing the menagerie can't get past, it's doors.
in cutesy letters, it's written on the top on the front.
Oh, it's from Stacy. Which one? I roll a dice to decide which Stacy I think it's from. How many Stacys are there again?
Which one would it be
Tec-
if it's
technic-
you? I
tec-
mean,
technically 4 that you know of. There's the Stacy in the swim club. There's the twins, but not twins Stacys, and then there's a new Stacy that's presented herself to you as the one
Gazette
from
person.
from the MU Gazette.
Yeah, but I know we set a cap on Stacy's. I just tried to remember.
20,
What
I think.
Okay.
I think I decided 20 was too many, but
Too late.
there are 4
fourth
that you know
we're-
of.
We're a fifth of the way there. I was like, well, I know, I have a solid guess. I opened the letter.
Okay. You read it.
I sure do.
Excellent.
Someone has to put on the hat. Mulligan demanded it.
So
And top
let's see.
donator Fampy has
Swissy
seconded it.
probably has a hat handy. Swissy put on the cowboy hat.
Swizzy put on the hat.
What do you want about?
put on a hat.
The hat.
Should
What
probably
do
just
you want about?
That you got
Well,
near.
guy in costume change, he wants a hat.
We
I
got
got
2
nothing.
votes for hat.
I don't have a hat nearby.
What do you mean you don't have a hat nearby?
Let's move on! I don't care!
Oh my god.
I don't have a
I'll,
hat.
I'll go find a hat. Hang on a second.
I have a
It's
bow.
not like they can see me.
I've clipped a bow.
I-
Into my
Hang
ha- I had a bow nearby. I clipped that onto my hair. Is that good enough?
Like I could just be
Hang
like,
on.
oh, I got a hat.
I told
No,
you.
no, I've got a hat right here. Ooh, there we go. It's a company hat from my company.
Oh,
Excellent.
There, I've put it.
So I'm going to
It's
DM,
sitting right on top of my headset now.
babe. I'm going to DM you the contents of the letter,
ooh,
and you can
ooh.
choose to read it out loud or not.
So what's going on in your neck of the woods, Josh?
Taxes.
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 All right. So you read the letter.
That's about it.
I guess is there a way I can show this to the stream without? Oh, you know what? I'll take a screenshot real quick.
Aren't you just sharing your screen? Can you just pop it on your screen?
Yeah, but it's got the rest of my notes in it also. Alright, so yeah, that's what the letter
Okay,
says.
So I'll read it because it's kind of what I expected.
Okay, I mean I can read it
So
if you want.
go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I guess I'll read it in Stacy's voice. I need to talk to you, but I'm worried about what you'll say. So I think this is the best way I can do this and still get the words out. Adva, I really like you a lot. Like, as a friend, also, obviously, but also in a romantic way, I think. I keep on buying you gifts and thinking about you when I'm alone, and I have so much fun being around you. I get worried that you're hurt so often, and when I thought of what might happen if you were gone, it hurt me in a way I wasn't quite expecting. Okay, that's it. If you don't like me back, I can live with that, I think, but I had to say something, and I'm too shy to say it out loud. Talk to you soon, I hope. Stacy, with a heart.
Heart.
So you've received
Nice.
a love letter. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Nice.
I kind of expected that.
You did or Adva did?
I did. Adva didn't because she's completely like
Oblivious.
she's oblivious to romantic attraction, much like the person who
enough.
likes her.
Hey, I get it.
I get it.
I'm not gonna listen. I can't roleplay something I don't understand.
Fair enough.
I don't understand.
Yeah, so how does Adva react upon reading this letter?
Huh. That's interesting.
This must be to a different Adva, Lusitania.
It's a different one.
Different one.
All right.
She'll probably like it.
So Trisco's like, "Aw."
Oh,
Shut up.
West is suddenly there and tells him to shut up.
Nah. That's just my gut reaction.
Adva's also the coolest and also has the most game in the party.
Excellent.
Well, that's not true. There's a few Stacys that like me, or at least one.
No, that's true. I guess both of you do have a Stacy that's crushing on you, huh?
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Stacy double date.
No,
Stacy
gotta get
triple
one for Tom.
dates.
Oh.
Oh, that would be terrible.
For
Anyway,
you.
It would be hilarious.
And yeah, so
For
all,
us.
all of that happens. Unless you have anything additional you'd like to do, I'm going to hop to West.
I don't think there's
real quick.
anything else I want to do.
Okay. Hop over to West. When you get back to the dorm, you find that Rad is out.
I didn't go to the dorm. I
Nope.
didn't go to the dorm.
Right. You went to the thing. Do you eventually go back to your dorm?
I mean, there's beds at the place, or at least couches.
All
I'll
right.
sleep there. It's fine.
All right. Well, never mind then.
Unless there's a plot thing you want me to
No, it's fine.
come across.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you go to the dorm. Nope, you don't. You go to the secret shack.
I don't.
Nigel's not in. He's out like doing something. Like he doesn't live here. But yeah, Nigel's out. So you have the library to yourself, and you do a quiet night of reading about magic shit.
Yeah.
All right. So it is now. The clock turns over. It is now Monday morning. The three of you are at school. West, you have your meeting with the Gazette person, your interview coming up today.
Oh shit.
I think we agreed
sure
on that.
did.
I don't remember. But
Yeah, it was next day. Yep.
yeah, so that's happening later today, but now it's like lunchtime ish. So the three of you can be gathered at a table if you want to discuss strategy.
Yeah.
So wait, West had his interview already.
Nope, it's coming up at the end of the day. It's after classes.
You remember you have your interview today, right?
I sure do. Hang on, I'm gonna DM you something, Soups, and see if it's
Sure.
a
Hit me.
respectable thought.
Hit me up, fam.
No thoughts.
In the meantime, would
In
the
the
rest of
meantime?
you, would the rest of you like to discuss strategy about like are you going with West or
Did she invite us?
no?
Yeah,
I mean,
it'd be a little weird. We just showed up and we're like, "What do you want? You asking questions? What's up? What's the deal?"
On second thought, never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was a thought, and then I thought about it more as I was typing. I was like, that's actually dumb. So we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going on my own. I think I can handle it, but
Okay.
because there's other
Just
things.
deny everything. It's easy.
Yeah.
See, ask me a question.
What's your social security number?
6.
That's deflecting. First
Adva
of all,
doesn't have a social security number.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and admit to anything. That would be stupid.
No, but not only that, you gotta smooth things over.
Yeah.
Connor leans in on the table. Woo her.
Woo her?
He can't do that.
Are you
Excuse
sure?
me.
Have you tried? You're pretty popular with Stacy's.
Me?
I am?
Are you not? I
Am
don't
I?
really know. I don't pay attention.
I don't know. I mean,
Adva, you seem pretty popular with Stacy's. Is West popular with Stacy's?
They've never mentioned him to me.
Ooh, that's a bad sign.
yeah.
What? All right. Let's think about this. What if you just like took the bold approach? She's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, and then you say, and then you hang on. Let me think about this. Connor pulls out a notepad, and begins trying to write down a pickup line. It's going poorly. There's a lot of scribbling.
Connor, this is just an MMO macro.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Adva, you're a girl.
Your neck very carefully.
Connor has stopped writing. The pen is still.
Go on.
I mean, you know what girls like, right? If I'm gonna woo her, what do I need to do?
If I look like a Stacy to you, West.
Well, Stacy is not its own gender, hence the girl mentioning.
Listen,
Ooh, what about this? What if you walked in and you're like, you're a journalist, more like you're
not good.
fuck. Connor scribbles out another line.
I don't think she'll like that.
What?
I'm not so sold on the wooing thing. I don't know if I've
it's
got
gonna
that
be
in
great.
me.
She'll be
Are you
too
sure?
distracted by your manly charms.
She'll be distracted by my gross incompetence.
That works too. That gets us to the same spot.
He's still banged up.
I mean, under my shirt, yeah, it was a chest.
Did you
wound.
get what about your neck scar? How's that doing?
That's
And
there,
face
and
scar.
so is my face scar. As scars go, it is there.
Yeah, are those scars permanent or are they gonna?
I mean,
You know, permanent scars.
Wait, what did she say this interview was about again?
They put me in the hospital for a month. Yes, it's fucking permanent.
Is the interview about the injuries?
I think
It's
fever.
about the theater incident, not specifically.
Oh
the
shit!
injuries,
How do
but
they know we were
whenever
involved at the theater incident? Connor
Well,
says.
remember, there was a. Well, you might not have seen it, but there was a. Did Wes see it?
see
the
that
person noticing him?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there were a lot
There
of
was a
people
person that
there.
noticed me. Yeah, but there was one person in particular that stood out that noticed me levitating the beam, maybe.
Oh.
So that's likely what this is about.
We're gonna have
Oh, thank God. Connor leans back. He's like, thank God. I thought it was because I was passing out Delta Dragon business cards.
What? No.
Speaking of, got a second run of those in the works.
Oh yeah. What's it look like?
Well, I commissioned some art,
Fuck, you're gonna
and
have
it
me
looks
draw
like
this.
this.
Damn it.
Connor shows them the cool art that he commissioned.
that
He
I
does
don't.
not describe it in any way, because I'm not going to.
It's just a picture of King Ghidorah.
It's a draw. It's a crude drawing of Trogdor the Burninator.
Mhm. I'll draw some art at some point. I can graphic design some shit.
Fuck yeah.
So I mean, it has even less information than before. It's just a big picture of the picture you commissioned.
It's just
Yeah, but well, actually, you see, that's a pretty good point. But no. Here's the genius part about it. It's actually glow in the dark, and that's where the information is.
Yeah, but what if you pass? it
So
out
like,
at
if
night?
you put out in the sun for a bit, right, and then when you go glow in the dark, boom, it glow in the dark, and it just has my cell phone number written along
Are
the
you going to
dragon.
tell people it's glow in the dark? How will they know?
I mean, it's kind of obvious, don't you think?
what?
No.
Oh.
You can only see it with
You're
a
just
black
handing out
light.
stock cards of. You're just handing out stock cards with a logo on it.
Just like if you're doing
Okay, all right, fine. Okay, it's cool. I had a second batch also being ordered. You're gonna like this one. Connor
Dude.
pulls out a sample one. It's a
Connor-
completely blank card.
Connor, are you going to tell me these are the ones that put them in the sink?
Don't you dare tell me this is entirely glow in the dark.
Invisible ink.
Oh my god.
All you have to do is heat it up or pee on it. I think.
You know, somehow that's actually befitting of us.
And it reveals both our logo and my cell phone number.
Connor, how much money do you have?
I
How
thought I
much-
made pretty clear too much.
How much have you spent on this?
Oh, this is pretty good. I got some good deals, really. It's probably not more than $600.
Don't ask me how much
Jeez.
business cards cost. I don't fucking know.
More money than I've
$600
ever
is
had
an
in any single
$600 is an exorbitant amount. Most of it has been going to concept art.
Right.
Hey, Tori.
He just has tons in this folder where he
point. We're
just
putting a
keeps
lot into this job we don't get paid to do.
He just keeps commissioning people to draw different dragons, and then he just saves them. He's like, yes.
Can't
Also,
wait
the
for you-
invisible ink ones are pretty expensive. Though I did see online someone had this business card that you could hook up to like some sort of like electrode thing, and you could play it with like by making contact. So I've been thinking about one of those. What if
Yeah,
we somehow
yeah.
made one that was a tiny xylophone?
Oh, wait, you know what I think?
What?
I think we should get back to the topic at hand.
Thank you. So, about your interview,
Yes.
do you have your portfolio?
It's not a job interview.
Yeah, that's so 2008, Adva. It's all LinkedIn now.
Yeah, don't
Have
be
you
so
updated your
2008.
LinkedIn?
Wes probably doesn't know who the Black Eyed Peas are now that I've said that.
I'm creating an official West Wordsworth LinkedIn page on LinkedIn.com.
It's not a job interview.
Oh, right. This is the one with the Stacy, right?
The other one.
Have I
Uh,
mentioned wooing her?
You have.
Fixed that one already. It's a bad idea.
No. I just need to come up with the right words. Stacy
Here,
rhymes with
How about
Listen, I'll tell you
Lacey.
the only thing that will work is I can introduce you to my dad. That's the only thing that will get her.
Yes. Use your hot dad.
I mean, the Stacys do seem to have a kind of
What if you showed up with a
thing.
picture of your dad? Oh, it's perfect. We'll put a picture of your dad on a T-shirt, and then you walk in with the T-shirt, and then
No.
you gesture to it, be like, "So this is just like a snapshot into my future if you were curious," and then you flex a little bit, but make it look natural.
This would be a terrible time for Wes' dad to walk up and be like, "Hey, sport, what's going on?"
You would never
It
do
would be a
that.
perfect time. I could take his picture.
It would be.
I'm not gonna put my
Are you
dad
planning?
on a shirt.
Are you planning on getting this shirt done like in the next 2 hours?
Rush order.
I
Connor
did-
has $1 billion.
I don't think that's how. I don't think that's how print companies work.
It sure isn't. I thought
Well,
someone
how
would call
about
him out on
this?
it, but they didn't.
How about this? Maybe I could wear an earpiece or something.
Okay.
And you just, if there's something that stumps me, you can just help me through it.
What are we going to connect it to? Your phone is old.
I've got it. So you're a journalist, but
That's
maybe
fair. I
we
don't have-
should kiss. It's an approximate rhyme, but it'll do the job.
No.
No.
Connor, very sadly crosses that one out of the book.
I mean, I'm pretty
Do you have
you're right.
money?
Uh,
What if you just flexed your wealth?
What do we
Eh.
have earpieces back at the? Do we have earpieces left over from the imp?
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Okay. This might work actually.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know what room?
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What's the plan?
So
I've
we
got an
have
earpiece, and if
earpieces left over.
she asks something that's beyond me, you can help me out.
So
Wait, the plan is to send in the smartest member of the group, and if he doesn't know, he's gonna ask us.
yes. Listen. Do you know what room it's in? Can we see into the room from another part of the school?
You're not going to
What
be
if
fucking
I
waving
run
from
so
outside
in-
the window. I'm not
What if I
playing
am
charades.
in the room the whole time, but I run so incredibly fast I'm invisible to the human eye?
Shut up.
I don't think you can run that fast.
No, of course not. And also, if you could run that fast, there'd be like a fucking tornado in the room. I know that. Connor's an idiot.
Oh man.
I mean, if you wanted to go scope out the room, you could do that, I guess.
That's perfect. We'll hide in the room
Is
in
it?
advance. Let's go now.
And
Connor
what will you
gets
do?
up
You can't
and
talk to me
begins
if you're just.
walking away.
Where are you
but then
going?
comes back and grabs his notebook, and then walks away, and then comes back. He's like, "What room was it?"
I don't know.
You do
Wait.
know.
I should know. I know.
Your text messages.
Yeah, it's
I
the.
checked my
It,
text
it's the I don't know what to call it, like the club room basically for the school newspaper.
Excellent. Let's go. Delta Dragons, roll out.
I shake my head and follow Connor.
Connor's doing a he's like speed walking. He's
Oh.
excited.
I'll fucking follow, I guess.
We get to the room.
Alright, yeah, so the three of you eventually find the MU Gazette room. It seems to be empty. The lights aren't on.
I
The door-
the
The door is
and they're
locked.
working.
Perfect.
It's one of those
Not a
It's one of those
problem.
doors where it's got like the vertical slat that of like glass that you can see through. So yeah, you can tell the door is.
Oh,
You can tell it's the lights are off, but the door is locked.
Not a problem.
Connor
I
push off the doorknob.
yeah, I go up to the door. I grab by the doorknob. I
Great.
just sort of heft it upwards in an attempt to just sort of break it a little bit.
I mean, okay, I'll have you.
With my unholy vampiric strength.
Right. Why don't you just make like a tough...
Couldn't Adva just teleport us in? Like, is there windows to see in?
Just roll a what?
I could do that.
Have you
Wait a
No,
second.
no,
Connor, wait, Connor.
no, I'm already doing it. What am I rolling?
tough?
Fucking hell.
I don't doubt
Don't
that
worry,
you
I
can.
am
I don't doubt that you could do this. It's going to be a matter of how badly do you break the door.
Roll low.
All right, so you
Connor.
don't rip off the door handle, but it is like visibly busted now. But you are able to get in.
Like,
Excellent.
the door frame is busted a little.
I scoot the door open and I'm like, they'll never know.
They'll
I
definitely know.
I like slide into the room.
It's dark.
Good. I wait for my vampire eyes to adjust to the
I walk in behind him and turn on the light.
Ah!
All right, so yeah, you see
That's
in
not
here.
stealthy,
So there's about 6 or 7 like stations where there's like old, like shitty looking computers and stuff. All of those are actually like pretty clean. There's like nothing at most of the desks. And then at the far end of the room, there's a single desk that is extremely cluttered and covered in papers. And there's like notes and boards around the room there's like cork boards with like strings and stuff tied to them.
Now, here's an idea.
I've always wanted to do this. I walk up to one, I
Alright.
move the pin like one image down. One of the pins with a string in it.
Excellent.
So anyways, I'm
so-
thinking ceiling tiles.
All right. Hang on. West approaches the cluttered desk. Is this reporter Stacy's notes and stuff?
By the like hand scrawled like nameplate on the desk which says fuck, what's her name? I know it's Stacy. I don't remember the last name because there's fucking 80 of them.
We said there's 20.
I was exaggerating.
Oh.
you say? Hyperbole.
It says Stacy Veers, ace reporter, like scribbled on there in pen.
Okay.
Do you think this is her desk?
Okay. So we could,
See.
you know, I'm sure there's a. What if we
I climb up on a desk and try to see if I can reach the ceiling tiles.
stop?
In 2 hours.
Down.
Can I reach the ceiling tiles?
Sure, but let West finish whatever sentence he was saying first.
I just want to be doing it in the background.
So we could probably look through these notes and discard anything that would implicate me too harshly, you know?
Oh yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Like witness accounts, anything like that.
Right.
You know, not throw it all out, but definitely the things that would
Uh-huh.
let her ask the hardest hitting questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull myself into the ceiling.
So West is gonna start rifling through the notes a little bit.
So, cool. As you do
What
that,
exactly does she know?
so she has a account from. She has a bunch of notes about a character named Realm of Kings. I was right. She has notes from a person labeled as Davis. You assume it's probably just a last name. And it basically contains a like rough account of what she experienced at the theater, what all happened, all the like accidents that had happened there, and then the incident where she saw you like pointing some sort of stick at a extremely large wooden beam, and it's just sort of hovering in the air there.
Are these handwritten notes?
Yes.
Okay. If they were typed, I was gonna like retype.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
these
some
are
stuff.
handwritten notes in like a notebook, and there's a there's also the she has accounts from a bunch of different other people that mention like the stuff at the theater, but this is the only one that sticks out to you because she's the only one that like saw you directly do this. Although you do
Wait,
see
the
that
main
you do.
account includes Realm of Kings on it?
No, I was just remembering that the name
I see.
name of the game was Realm of Kings because
Excellent.
reasons.
Let's see.
Anyway,
Yeah, so you see, you do notice the notes like mention like right before stuff started getting worse, like they got some new like stage crew people and a new actor for the Phantom, so they do know about Adva and Connor as well being there, but they don't necessarily think they're involved. Although one of the accounts does mention that a girl had like tackled them, but it had saved them from something falling from the ceiling. So, like,
right.
your involvement in the incident is known. The extent of it is not.
Okay,
That's
am I
them, right?
seeing you, or is Wes communicating them to me in any form?
Are you?
Well, I'm just learning about them right now. I'm hearing from Soups like what's in it.
We could be
first.
reading them together.
Except for you, who's on the desk.
What is
I
there
am-
anything
I-
else
I am
in them
trying to get
before
in the
that
ceiling.
point? Is there anything else in the notes? No.
Why don't you roll to investigate a mystery? I think that. Let me check that applies, but it's definitely going to be
Investigate
that.
the investigation of the mystery.
No, investigate a mystery is not going to apply here because it's not about a monster. But
The monster.
how about roll
But,
roll sharp? See what you find.
Oh, he'll find it. He's good
Hey!
at that one.
Yeah. So you also find a couple of pictures, like Polaroid pictures, in one of the
Oh,
folders.
nice.
And they seem to have been taken in your room. One of them is there's several pictures of your magic book laying open on your bed. A couple different like pages taken pictures of. And then there's a picture of your desk, but it's been kind of cleared off so that they can see the magic circle that Connor carved into it with his hand.
His teeth.
His teeth.
His
No, I use the hand.
It was the hand because we decided the teeth wouldn't.
I retconned the teeth because my jaw doesn't unhinge like a
Okay.
snake.
So, seeing as they're Polaroids, I can probably surmise these are the only copies.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to outright make them disappear because she'll definitely remember
That-
them
that
having
would-
been there.
That's incredibly sus.
Can I roll preparedness to see if I have a magnet on me?
Are you going to wipe them? That will be even worse.
No,
Is that-
magnets like distort the fuck out of Polaroids.
That's
they?
going to make it worse.
Is it?
Yes. Okay, so
I mean,
so
she might
thinks
think she just stored it in the sunlight or something. I don't know if
Maybe.
that's a thing, but
I've never used it before, but if,
There are no
if it
windows in
distorts
this
them
room.
and it's magical.
bruh, it's fucking science.
She doesn't know that.
Am I in the ceiling yet?
So I'm gonna give you some notes before you climb into the ceiling. The ceiling of this room, so it's like those, like it was in our school basically. There's those like
Uh-huh.
faux, like stone-looking foam things hanging from the ceiling on these like thin
Yes.
metal bars, and you're not
Ceiling
100%
tile
sure
does
they
not
could support your
support you.
weight.
It won't. I work.
I'll disperse it
Oh
out.
my god.
I
No, you
I want to
won't.
heft
It won't
myself
work.
up into the ceiling.
They're made of aluminum. It'll bend, and then the tiles will break.
I will
Wes
use
is
the
not,
ancient
Wes is not
ninja
saying
techniques.
this because he's stupid, but
But hey, while you
Ceiling tile.
while you
I
two
gotta
are
try it.
while you two are doing this, Connor is like as you start to try to pull yourself up, especially with your vampire strength. So you've pushed like one of the ceiling tiles aside so you could try to get up there. As you pull down to try to pull yourself up, the two pieces that you're on just like bend towards you very obviously, like 6 inches.
Ah! I fall off the desk.
Connor. We've already broken the door.
Ow.
If we break the ceiling, they are going to be incredibly suspicious.
I didn't break the.
I heard a crunch when you opened the door. This,
oh, now wait a minute.
It was such a good idea.
Maybe next time.
Can I try to bend the ceiling metal back into place?
Sure. Why don't you roll
Here's
me?
an idea.
Why don't you roll me a tough check to try to fix this?
Try to just get my way out of the scenario I've caused.
Here's an idea because I like thinking of stupid ideas.
It might look
There we go.
fine. You push it back into
It's good
place.
enough.
It's still a little bit jumbled, but unless you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't see it.
It'll be fine
I
until,
pull
like,
the ceiling tile back in.
Yeah.
until a few weeks later when it's finally shifted enough that it falls down and bonks on one of the reporters' heads.
So, quick question here.
Yep.
And I might have to investigate or something like that.
Sure.
Is there a sprinkler system in this room?
Yes.
Is the sprinkler system in this particular school hooked up so if one goes off, they all go off, or is it just like you could trigger one?
I don't have enough knowledge about sprinkler systems to know that, although I would assume it doesn't douse the entire building if one goes off, although it will probably set off an alarm.
They don't all go off at once. Do
Sure.
Sprinkler systems trigger alarms.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I'm looking
Usually.
at.
Well,
I thought
usually
it
the
was the
alarm
other way
triggers
around.
the sprinkler, right?
Yeah.
It'd be
typically.
weird if she came back to.
A room that was just
So first
completely
of-
wet with no.
Also, I'd like to point out. Connor says, having failed at his ceiling experiment, that we're trying to make this interview like happen. We don't want to delay
but I
it
don't want her to
because
have
that'll
it.
seem like you're avoiding her.
Nah.
Why don't
But
we
if
just
she
use this
delays
Fortnite? Why don't we just use the fact that we know what ammo she's got to come up with the perfect arguments? This
Yeah,
thing,
I was thinking of removing
gesture
the
to the
ammo from
satanic
equation.
symbol. You're into Satan. That's
No.
fine.
That seems terrible. That seems a terrible thing to find out about somebody who you think might be levitating things.
We'll say it's for a card game.
No. Maybe.
All right. Well, listen, Brainiac. What's your good idea for why you have a symbol carved onto your desk? It wasn't yours.
My idea was to.
You were just
remove
holding it
this-
for a friend.
My idea was to remove the suspicious things from the equation entirely.
That's not how this works, you know. It's not like she's going to forget that she had these.
I'm aware, but
As-
she won't be.
In
she
fact-
won't have proof either.
I mean,
I
this
can just
isn't
deny.
proof at all. This is all incredibly circumstantial, and she's not taking these to anyone. I feel like if we get rid of evidence right now, it's gonna confirm all of her suspicions to herself, and she'll just redouble her efforts to find credible evidence that she's going to need anyways.
Hmm.
And odds are, since she was able to get into your room once, she can probably do it again.
Oh yeah, she must have gotten into your room. That's creepy, dude.
Yeah, that's the weird part to think about. I wonder if Rad
Did
let her
Brad
in.
tell you about
Rad
this?
probably let her in.
Yeah.
Probably.
He seems like a trusting guy. She probably just asked, and he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, dude."
Unfortunately. Listen, I mean, I like thinking of convoluted ideas. In that the simple approach is probably best here. So why did we come here?
Well, I'm looking for a place to hide. Ceiling's no good. Is there a comically large wardrobe somewhere?
Or locker.
Yeah,
Or
there's
locker?
storage like cup boards in this room.
So,
Excellent. I cram myself into one.
You realize it's not for another 2 hours, right?
right, yeah.
What?
The interview's in 2 hours, Connor. Don't you have a class?
I creak open the cupboard. Yeah, but it's just economics, and I can't. I'm just talking about supply and demand curves. It's boring.
Connor.
It's
Well, I
your
want to be in a cupboard.
Connor has turned into a cat.
All right. I mean,
Listen, it's your degree.
I don't know how much moral support I'm gonna get from 2 people in a cupboard, but if you want to
Two?
sneak into the room,
I-
it's fine.
I am not hiding in the cupboard, Wes.
Oh, I'm
Well,
hiding
you-
in the cupboard.
Listen, here.
See, at least
What if we do a
Adva had
two-pronged
some
attack?
sense.
I'm in the cupboard in case you need a last-minute distraction or some moral support, and then Adva can do the earpiece thing.
Make sure I can actually hear the question and not just you going blah 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 blah. Daddy.
I mean, I have no control over the volume at which she speaks.
Yes, but if you
I
turn
just
up
have
the
asking the
control the
questions,
volume
not
at
me.
which Stacy's speak.
things tend to be loud, but turn it up as much as possible.
Yeah, try to lean towards her. That'll help with the wooing plan.
No.
Remember
don't
to
know.
mimic her body movements.
Stacy isn't a fucking snake. You don't have to charm this.
Soups. I want to die. I just want to die right now.
No, that's an actual thing, I'm pretty sure.
This has been a roller coaster. We started simple, scaled way up, mostly because of me, and then declined, and now we're just like, I don't know
And
where
now
we are.
Connor's in the cupboard.
No, yeah, if you...
This is
if
what
you-
this is
yeah,
what happens
Connor's
when I
still-
don't give
Connor's
you
still in the
direction.
cupboard saying all this. No, it's true, dude. I totally saw it on a show once. If you mimic people's body movements, it's a subtle
I'm
hint
not
that you're
wooing
into
her.
them. Release pheromones
What?
for the wooing.
I think we might have to cut our losses unless we
Do
know
you-
at least we know what she has.
Can you sing?
No?
Ah, damn it.
Probably. I don't know.
Can
Never
you
have.
lip sync? What if we play some Frank Sinatra?
What if we don't? How about that? It's an interview.
Love
I
and
just have to-
marriage.
I just have to answer questions.
That's true. Are you prepared? What if we coach you? What's your name?
West.
What's your words worth?
Like the direction. God damn it.
I hate you so much.
Connor writes this down in his notebook.
In the cupboard.
In the cupboard. He has not left the cupboard.
Listen, West, we're going to go to the base. We're going to get the earpiece and we'll just make sure it works. Connor can do whatever he wants. That's up to him.
All right, fine.
Let's go,
I'm
Delta
gonna go to
Dragons.
economics, and I'll just leave like 5 minutes only, feigning stomach pains, and then I'll have plenty of time to get in the cupboard.
What if they're here already? We don't know what all the classes.
Nah, that's dumb. I'd be here already.
Now, if Adva gets in the cupboard, she'll have been to the cupboard before, and she can teleport to the cupboard.
I'm not doing that.
You could teleport into the cupboard. Adva says no.
Here, if I wanted to.
What if you tell Stacy and ask her to keep it a secret? I don't know about that one, Molo guy. She's literally a reporter. Though if we wooed her first.
Yeah.
Here, what if you offer her a what if you
I'm
bring like
surprised-
a
Hang on,
nice
I'm
hang on.
surprised-
Before you
snack?
finish that,
I'm surprised Swissy hasn't just said West leaves the room by now, because that's a thing that's available to you. You can just do
I'm trying
that.
to get him to leave the room with me so he can go get the earpiece and make sure it still works.
Wes leaves the room and shuts the door behind him, leaving Connor inside.
The door
Oh,
doesn't
rude.
quite close all the way because it's broken.
I roll out of the cupboard and catch up with them.
Combat, bro. Anyway, we're going to the base. We're going to get the earpieces and make sure they work.
Yeah, because that's like a two-way thing, you know? It's not that it would just benefit me. You guys would be able to hear easier because of it.
Yeah, but I'll be able to hear from the cupboard.
You cover your ears with your hair.
What?
To make it look
So
like you're
she
not
won't
wearing
see the
weird earbuds, I assume.
Ooh,
Oh.
or you could wear a fashionable beanie.
I thought you were asking, do I? No,
No.
my hair's long enough that I could probably do it.
Okay. Make sure they don't see them. That'll raise suspicion.
Are they wireless?
Sure.
I sure hope so.
Okay.
I mean, considering
Raycons.
Ugh.
this episode of Magicast Party is brought to you by Raycon
Raycon
earbuds.
earbuds.
Raycon are the nicest wireless earbuds I've ever used. You
All right,
can
shut.
We're not
Which is
actually
why
getting
this is
paid.
not
Shut
very
up.
good.
Let's
if-
just
But if they want to,
I've never used wireless
wink.
earbuds.
progress.
All right. So yeah,
Anyway,
you guys.
we're going to.
Yeah, I mean they work fine. You do all that. I guess Connor, are you going to go in the cupboard?
Yeah.
All right.
Is Nigel at the base when we go there?
Smash cut to economics.
If Nigel's,
Oh yeah.
if
Did you
Nigel's
want to do
there, I
something with
wanna ask-
Nigel?
I had a
what's-
question. For
yeah, what's
Nigel.
up?
If he's not there, I'll text. So we may or may not have a witness to West doing magic. Is there
Oh shit.
A way we can erase her memory, like
it's
with the
not
principal of the school.
I mean,
Connor hasn't forgotten that we have this potential.
we can. We'd have to know
I-
who it was that saw it and what they saw exactly. Like, I don't know how it works
Yeah, that's the
exactly,
thing we
but
don't
uh,
That's the thing we
that's
don't
the
know
key
is that.
thing to do it then, isn't it?
Well, we also don't know who saw it. We just know Stacy knows about it.
So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
two-
the
there's
only
like
clue
the
you have is the
reports.
last name Davis.
We have to track down the people in the reports. Connor says, for some reason, smacking
Yeah.
his fist into his palm.
So what I was gonna DM Soups was, hey, can I have studied a memory alteration spell overnight? In
No, that'd be
preparation for the
wild.
interview. Yeah, and I figured the answer would not only be no, but it also doesn't make sense because I'm not. Stacy wasn't the witness.
Yeah, like making
So.
the journalist forget will make the information
also,
disappear.
And also, I was pretty sure you'd be trying to like study a healing spell
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking
at
of
some
instead.
point. You're gonna need one.
Yeah. I mean, it'll make sense for my next level up because I'm gonna take. It wasn't as bad as it looked, which lets me heal harm.
What's that from?
My playbook. Anyway.
Ah.
Anyway, all that proceeding. What
Yeah,
are we doing?
so not,
that
like,
in mind.
well, I guess
least
we'll keep
two
that in mind
people
if you can find out who it actually was, because like it's. I mean, if it sounds like you're going to the journalist, like making the journalist forget won't make the information disappear from the world. In fact, whoever told the
Yeah.
journalist about it might get suspicious, and go to somebody more important than a fucking school newspaper journalist.
That's true. See, we're trying to keep this local.
Oh, West isn't at this, by the way. I was just like saying out loud what my initial plan was earlier
Okay.
and why I didn't do it.
My name is
Right.
Wes, and I was about to ask the keeper if I could study a magic spell overnight in character.
And
Anyway.
the answer would have been no. You were correct. All right. Well, I guess just keep an ear out, and I'll let you guys know if Dracula comes back with anything either, because I know him and Rena and the Gabriels have been talking.
We need to talk to them too, don't we?
Good night.
Hmm.
Sounds like this thing is a little bit more immediate, though. Just hopefully.
Yeah, as in, I look at She looks at her phone in about like an hour and a half.
All right, smash cut to economics.
Smash cut to economics. It's the last 5 minutes. We're still studying the goddamn supply and demand curve. When Connor suddenly goes, "Ooh,
Nah.
Ooh.
stomach pains I am having now," he says weirdly loudly in the class. I gotta go.
The professor like
He
turns
just
back
leaves.
towards you and just like watches you leave the room, and then just like,
And he's like, "It's college. You can do whatever you want. I don't care."
anyway. So back to the supply and demand chains.
Bro, I've literally just left class whenever I was in college before, and like nobody cares.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Doesn't
Connor's a
matter.
dumbass.
Yeah, so
He thinks he needs
literally,
an excuse for things
literally
he
just
doesn't
goes back
need
to
an
teaching.
excuse
So,
for.
so you go back to the room. It's about like I guess an hour before West's interview is scheduled. You get there. Luckily, there's nobody there. The door is still broken, so you have no problems getting in. You did leave the cupboard wide open, so luckily that isn't a problem. And yeah, you just
It's all
sneak into
part
the
of the
cupboard, and
plan.
you're just gonna hang out there for an hour, I guess.
I'm in the cupboard. I'm on my phone.
Excellent.
Make sure your audio.
It's off.
Ah, fuck.
I've
there was
dimmed
something
the
I meant to do.
brightness.
Oh well.
Turned on blue light mode.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you still want to do, Wes? We can retcon.
No, it would have had to been earlier while we were. I fucking forgot.
No. Oh well. Yep. So the time for your interview approaches, and I think that's where we're gonna. We'll just do that next time. I think. Now that you've got a plan, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I've been Soups. You can follow me on Twitter at SuperNinja5506. Follow the channel on Twitter, Magic Bridge, and there's links to all the shit below the stream. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with probably the finale of Golden Sun. I think all that's left is literally a boss fight. So
Short episode.
yeah,
Yeah, 2 bosses, and we'll leave.
excellent.
Excellent.
Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for that. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
What?
Bye.